up? It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm a reseller who loves all things thrift, vintage, new, pre-loved, estate selling, you name it, I love it. To my catwalkers, mwah! Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together with me on this journey. You guys, I had the opportunity to read an article about an actress, Christinaricci. She was talking about how her collected Chanel bags funded her divorce. One thing about that whole situation is she went to something that she knew was going to deliver back the money that she invested. You guys know when I have something I want to talk about, I come with notes. I'll leave a link to this article in the description box. Now, without talking specifically about the circumstances that she went through, what I admire is the fact that she candidly discussed the fact that she used things that she purchased in order to help her through a time frame, obviously, that probably was not the best, needing to realize that you had to fund your half of whatever the separation was going to be on your own. She spoke about the investments that she made with her Chanel bags. They were the things that were able to help her through the difficult circumstances when you're parting ways with someone. So I started thinking about it as I was reading. She learned to use those bags, those investment handbags, Chanel handbags, in different aspects. So what I'm gaining from this is it was the choices that she made in the beginning at the point that she started growing her collection and picking up Chanel pieces, but ultimately realizing that the type of bags that you pick up, or the type of, and she also used some Chanel fine jewelry pieces to also assist with paying for this divorce. What I like, when you decide you're going to make purchases that are Chanel pieces, Chanel handbags, it is better to stick to the classics. That is one thing in the article she revealed about that is there were specific targeted things from Chanel that she amassed in her collection, and that she sold off a lot of those same things because at the point that she decided to unload a part of her collection, the price tag for Chanel pre-loved had skyrocketed by 24%. To her benefit, she was able to recoup not only what she paid, but above, because of the fact that the bags were so desirable. The bigger thing it got me to think about, especially when it comes down to designer handbags, and specifically those designer bags that are much more popular, your Chanels, your Vuittons. When you decide to make investments in these types of bags, think about the long-term, bigger picture, the potential of what that could mean should things become a little bit difficult later on down the road. We all go through things, and it comes certain points in time where you have to unload things because it may be a circumstance where you're in a difficult spot and you need those funds in order to keep things afloat. Because let's just be real, I think a lot of people do not talk about the behind the scenes reasons as to why they pick up these pieces. Because I'll be quite candid with you. With the Chanel pieces that I have in my collection, certain other things that I have as a part of my collection, let something happen and I need to unload, you better believe that is the first place where I would be considering not going into a 401k, not raiding 457s, Roth IRAs, all those things, tangible things that I could get my hands on first to quickly unload in order to secure some funds. You know I'm going right there and I'm going to go do it. The other part of it, how you take care of your pieces. We all know things happen. You guys know I had a strap bust on my bag, but I was immediate about making sure that I could get that repaired. Trying to wait 6 months to have Chanel fix that bag for me? No, I wasn't. But I also knew that I could get it done in a way where if it was time to sell it, and I had to take a little bit of a loss because of what happened to it, I'd still be able to sell the bag. Above and beyond all of that, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not, it is always good to be able to, because not everything works out in a fairy tale. It is always good to be able to have resources where if you needed to sell it, you could, which is why I am also in agreement with her when she talks about fine jewelry investments. I agree in fine jewelry investments. A couple of years ago, I decided that I wanted to purchase a Rolex. I do like my Rolex. Let something happen and it gets to a point where it's either my safety and security versus that Rolex. It'll be that Rolex first before my safety and security and ability to carry on with other things that are more important in life. Let it happen and see what happens. This is one of the things that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and topics that I wanted to really delve into in this new year. Not just so much about the bags themselves and oh look at this and oh look at that, but the real reasons behind why some of these things get secured by people. It's not necessarily for the sake of collecting. Some of it is, but it is also with the focus and the intent on later on in the future, should circumstances change, you've got something that you can grab a hold on and you can turn it into money if you need it. That is one of the things that I've always loved about designer pieces and going after not just accessories, but some type of clothing items. Chanel jackets are fabulous investments. Things that you know are going to be decisions and choices that later on other people are going to covet over. Yes, do those things. The Karl Lagerfeld iconic Karl doll. When I had the opportunity to purchase that doll, I am so thankful that I did. Each time I go and I search for Karl iconic doll, he's an all leather doll. I have seen this Karl iconic doll on the resale market for upwards of $600. And his retail price was only $425. I happened to get Karl Iconic on sale, but now that I know that he's a coveted collector's piece, I kept his box. I kept his tags that came along with him, because if at the point in time I decide, again, some situation happens and I have to unload him, I can unload him. But you guys, you know, I think these are discussions that I really want to get in. What happens behind the scenes in personal collections? And if things push a person to the point to make the decision that they have to part ways with something, are they willing to? I've done it before myself. Many years ago, there were some situations that I had to deal with, and I dealt with those situations by way of selling off a couple of Chanel bags that were new at the time, where I knew that I couldn't hold on to those bags and try to do the things that I was trying to do at that point in time. Am I glad that I made the decision to depart with those bags? Yes, I am, because at that point I was trying to start a business and I needed the money to be able to do it. But you guys, let me know in the comments below your thoughts about this article and the decision that Christinaricci made in order to fund her divorce by way of selling off her Chanel collection. I applaud her for being as open and upfront about it. She did what she did because she had to do it. I admire that. It takes a lot to say that. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. If you do not want to miss out on any videos that I post, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Tap that bell and you'll receive notifications each time I post a new video. I post videos every Sunday, so if you do not want to miss out, you know what to do. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe. See you all next Sunday. Bye.